Some traditions might sound bizarre or strange, yet people hold them close to their hearts and still practice the age-old rituals to this day. And this also goes for the fun and interesting traditions as well. Traditions will always be part of people's cultures and history because it shapes and defines them. In fact, this is what sets the community of humans apart from the others. It is due to their deep-rooted beliefs that these rituals and unique traditions around the world are still alive. It ties us to the unseen world of the past. In this video, I'm going to be showing you some of the interesting or fun traditions around the world. La Tomatina in Spain. As a country built from many separate kingdoms, Spain has a lot of old regional traditions. Amongst these is La Tomatina, an annual festival held in the Valencian town of Bunol. To put it simply, La Tomatina involves the whole town having an hour-long food fight with overly ripe tomatoes. The tradition started because of a genuine fight in 1945, during which some tomatoes were thrown. In the years that followed, more and more people started to recreate the food fight until it became a yearly tradition. La Tomatina was briefly banned by Spanish dictator Francisco Franco in the 1950s, but fortunately the tradition survived. These days it's so popular that you have to buy a ticket to participate. Cinnamon throwing in Denmark. If you turn 25 and are still single in Denmark, you need to be on your guard. This is because friends and family will likely pounce on you at some point and most probably tie you to a lamppost or a tree. Unfortunately, this isn't the worst of it. Next, they will throw heaps and heaps of cinnamon on you until you are covered from head to toe. Although the exact reason behind the tradition isn't known, it's thought to have originated hundreds of years ago and is likely linked to the fact that spice salesmen were known for being bachelors. After you have been pelted the cinnamon, you have 5 years to find yourself a partner. If you do not, when your 30th birthday comes around, you'll get the same treatment. Although this time it will be paper instead of cinnamon. Festival of scrambled eggs in Bosnia. In Bosnia, every March or during spring, hundreds of eggs are cooked in a huge pot or in huge pots and given out for free. This is to celebrate the start of a new season. Visitors flock to Zenica, Bosnia every year for this tradition, but not because they want a taste of the scrambled eggs, but because it's fun, interesting, and a sight to behold. In fact, a lot of people support this tradition. They also spend the rest of the day partying, barbecuing, and jumping into the river. Shoving faces in cake in Mexico. Perhaps one of the best traditions on this list is La Mordida, a Mexican birthday tradition. The birthday girl or boy will have their hands tied behind their back, and when they go to take the first bite of cake, they will have their face pushed to it while the rest of the party guests shout, the Spanish word for take a bite. It's particularly important to note here that Mexican cakes are pretty creamy. Lana's Lantern Festival in Peng. This remarkable festival in northern Thailand, typically celebrated in Chiang Mai in November, attracts plenty of people. During this notable event, you will see thousands of beautiful lanterns floating up in the sky. You probably have already seen such magnificent scenery in pictures or even in popular movies, but nothing beats seeing it in person. It is part of a tradition to make a wish before the lanterns are released. So if you happen to be in the area while the festival takes place, then, well, that's luck. Who knows? Your wishes might just come true. Finland's Wife Carrying Championships. Finland hosts an annual race that tests not only stamina but also the relationship. The race allows 3 couples at a time to compete for the prize by overcoming wet and sandy obstacles. There are certain qualifications, such as the wife to be carried should weigh at least 49 kilograms. The Wife Carrying Championship is held in Sonkajärvi, Finland. There are other couples from other places who love to join the competition as well. Smigus Dingus, aka Wet Monday in Poland. This is a unique tradition practiced in Poland where people throw water at each other. Though the origin of this tradition is somewhat unknown, Smigus Dingus is celebrated annually on Easter Mondays. The traditional way to do it is for boys to throw water at girls, and it is believed that the girl who receives the most water has the greatest chance of getting married. Today, lots of Polish people still practice it on the said holiday. Cheese chasing near Gloucester, England. A beautiful neighborhood in Gloucester, England, Coppers Hill, is popular for celebrating a rather unusual tradition known as cheese chasing or cheese rolling. Having originated in the 1800s, the tradition involves competitors having to go down a steep hill to chase a rolling cheese. With that, not a lot of contenders can successfully stay on their feet. The winner of the competition gets to take home a delicious wheel of double Gloucester cheese. Camel wrestling. You would have heard of bullfighting, right? But camel fighting, not so much. This tradition is the most common in the Aegean region of Turkey, but is practiced in the other Asian countries as well. It features 2 camels who fight with each other while people watch. Pretty simple, right? This is almost considered a sport in Turkey. The camels are dressed in ceremonial garb, and whoever does not run is the winner. The event is held during the mating season, since male camels have the natural tendency to fight each other then. Suva International Masquerade Games Festival in Peng, Bulgaria. Suva is an exciting Bulgarian festival that involves colorful masks and rituals such as bell ringing meant to drive the evil spirits away. Usually it's held in January, and the costumes and masks created are paraded in the streets for everyone to see. In this particular event, their traditional dances are also showcased. It is also celebrated with rakia, Bulgaria's traditional alcoholic beverage. It is said that the ceremony brings happiness and luck. So if you are fortunate enough to be in the area during this festival, take advantage of it, as it can be an invigorating and amusing experience. The Oktoberfest in Munich, Germany. The Oktoberfest is a 2-week festival held in Munich, Germany. It was originally celebrated to commemorate the marriage of the Crown Prince of Bavaria to Princess Therese. Though it is called Oktoberfest, celebrations actually start in September and ends on the first Sunday of the month of October. During the festival, plenty of delicious food are consumed, such as roast chicken, sausages, pretzels, and so much more. It also attracts millions of people as it is part of the tradition to drink beer from local breweries during the celebration. Flag throwing in Tuscany. Having started in the medieval period, flag throwing has long been popular in Tuscany. As the Italians love a good celebration, military parades were held with marching bands and flag bearers. Since flags are considered sacred, the flag bearers have to make sure that they do not fall to the ground. Today, flag throwing is not just popular in Tuscany, but also in the whole of Italy. Volterra Medieval Festival is celebrated annually in August. This festival features markets and unique performances, including the famed flag throwing. Hello everybody, thank you so much for rocking with me till the end of this video. If you're new to my YouTube channel, kindly click on the subscription button to subscribe, and also don't forget to hit the notification bell so you can be able to get notified every time I put out some really good content. And don't forget to like, share and comment as well.